I'm going to do a quick update. How my trading has been going. Last week was I kind of had the week I was dreading. I had my first red week last week, and it all pivotal on a single day. I had a really bad red day on Tuesday of last week, and it's a culmination of a bunch of things. I'll go into my week. I'll show you guys the week. I'll show you the trades I took, except for on Tuesday because there were so many trades that they're too spread out to go into all of them. But I will go into a little bit of review. So sit tight, and I will give you. Let's take a look at the trades. Okay, so here we are. As you can see, last Monday was a holiday. I took a single trade. It went my way a little bit. I jumped out of the trade. I didn't make very much, $50. And let's see, I'm pretty sure I've got a. Let's take a look at this trade. I could have got a lot more, as you can see. But this fit my criteria. I had a cross over the top of the red line, come back down, find support there. Entered here. I was looking for a break of this. It got up close, and I moved my stop, and it took me out. It would have gone for more. I probably could have made $100 on it, but that's okay. It was down for the day. And then let's look at Tuesday, and as you can see, Tuesday was a bad day, 515 negative. I did 9 trades. I only had a total of 3 winning trades, a break-even trade, and 5 losses. So that was a rough day. A total of negative $550 with the $36 worth of commissions. I did 9 total trades. So that was just a rough day. And looking back on it in hindsight, like a lot of things were going through my brain after that day, and I was thinking, maybe I shouldn't even be trading. I mean, a bunch of things were going through my head. Can I do this? Why did this happen? Those kinds of things. But one of the things I noticed about Tuesday is that I was jumping. I had my first 2 trades on Tuesday were trades I shouldn't have been in. My first 2. And one of them I was trying to get in quick because I had a meeting and I was trying to get the trade in before the meeting. And so I jumped into a trade trying to get my day over with, and it lost. And then when I came back, I saw a set. The second trade I took, I had already written it off as a trade. I came back, it hit some triggers, and it made me think, I could enter it here. But after I got into the trade, I knew right away it wasn't a good trade, and it went against me and took me out. And I probably should have cut my losses as soon as I entered that trade and realized it wasn't a trade. I should have probably jumped right back out of it, but I held on, which I probably shouldn't have done, obviously shouldn't have done, and it went against me. My third trade of this day was my break-even trade, and it went my way a total of like 11 points, but I was looking for a bigger target because I was trying to get all of my money back, so I was trading my P&L, which I shouldn't have been doing, and I was trying to give it plenty of room to go to my target, and it just never got there and turned around and came back and took me out at break-even. And then that was frustrating, and so then I got into another trade I shouldn't have, and then it was like a snowball effect. And then I found myself jumping into trades willy-nilly. And that's kind of what's happening here is a bunch of poor decisions staggered on top of each other. And I ended the day down $515. And that's not great. I came back in Wednesday, I regrouped, looked for a good trade, got it. Made $135. Thursday, $125. And Friday, my first trade. Friday was a good day. My first trade was a good trade, and it failed. but it at least met my criteria. And I'm trying to redefine my days as being days where I take trades that are good trades only. And if I can do that, it's amazing how much better I feel about myself after a loss. When I get into a trade and it loses and it was not a good trade, I feel terrible, and then I make poor decisions on top of that. If I get into a trade like I did on Friday and it loses, but it was a good trade, I still feel fine. I still feel confident. And so then I waited for my next entry. It got in, and it was a good trade. And my second trade yesterday was, on Friday, was $265 and brought me to $145 total for the day. Since we're already into the beginning of next week, I will go ahead and show you how my day looked today. Today is Monday, and I took a single day, and look at this, guys. This is my biggest trade in this account. I took a single trade, $320. This did not go to my target. It just went my way really well. I'll show you guys the trade. And it was another one of these ones, like I showed you earlier, actually really similar to my previous trade, where I crossed back over. I was heading down, crossed back over the red line, came down, got support. And then I was looking at this trade and I'm like, yeah, I don't know. I don't feel great about it. And then I saw this action, green, and then here, and you can see where I entered. I looked at this and said, you know what? That's a pretty good entry right there. I can jump in there. I expect it to get back up here and break this high. You guys can see that good. And I got in, and it just started going my way. And I'm like, oh, all right. And right here, above this line right here, it was already at 11 points. And I'm moving my stop, and it just kept going up. And I kept moving my stop, kept going up, kept moving my stop. Like I said, I have my target at the break of this previous high. And you see it never got there. But it shot up. This was in probably 4 or 5 seconds. It was all the way up here. And I just kept running against it with my stop, and it took me out positive 320 for the day. So that was a really good day today. Kind of helps make up for that terrible day I had last week. And so this is where we're at, guys. We are currently sitting at 26,082. Our target is 26.6. So we're about $520 off our target, 517, and that's my goal. See if I can get anywhere near that this week would be great. I'd be happy though if I finish the week out without losing any more of this $320. So that's where we're at. I'm gonna keep rolling with it. Thanks for watching, guys, and I hope you guys are all trading really well out there, and I will see you on my next recap. All right. Good night.